Capricorn, how you doing? Welcome back. I've been on a little spiritual vacay, bit MIA, but I'm back. I'm back, and let's get your October reading up and sorted. Today I am using the Crystal Visions Tarot, and we have pulled out the King of Wands and the World. This is in your energy, Capricorn. You are the master of your domain is what I'm definitely getting. There is a very passionate drive that's pushing you forward, and it's come off the back of clearing out an old cycle. There may have been, or there is coming, major changes in your world, Cap. This isn't just change, this is transformative, and I feel like this is transformative for you as well. Like, you're a new person. And this is a real common theme I'm getting coming through all the readings so far. And I'm wondering if you are off on your own spiritual vacay. Judgment has come in, and this is still in your energy, and this is the coming of your karma, your dharma, your good. All the goodness you have given to the world is coming back to you. If this hasn't happened yet, if you're if you're sitting there thinking, well, where is it? Then it's coming, and that's what the cards are saying. Now, let's see what's going on with your person. Page of Pentacles. What else have we got? This is an exciting time, Capricorn. The Unknown card. This is an extra card in this deck, and it's basically, it is what it is. It's the unknown. Team that with the Page of Pentacles. I think they're wanting to come forward with an offer or a message or a discussion, but they're unsure of what it is they need to say, but they're aware that something needs to be said or something needs to be done. Let's get one more there. The unknown sort of thrown a spanner in the works. Two of Pentacles. I think there's a lot of earth energy here. So this is either you, or you're dealing with another earth sign, or you're really focusing in on 3D, that's not really the word, like your day-to-day work, where you're living, making sure your bills are paid, is your car serviced, that kind of thing. Now, so we have the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Unknown card. So what that's telling me is that your person's recently feeling off balance and off kilter. And I think it's more so, and this could be in the workplace, this could be your relationship, this could be friends and family. Love comes in many forms, and put this where it belongs in your life if it fits. But what I'm getting is they're not, and this has come from your change. This has come from you becoming who you are. They're sort of learning to get to know you again, and they're not really sure what to do about it. They're sure it's not a bad thing. They see you being happy, but they're feeling really uncomfortable. Like it's not the old Cappy they're used to. And that's okay, and they will get used to it. The unknown is a scary place, but they're going to have to get used to it, because this new improved Cappy is you at a soul level, and that's where you're feeling you're feeling this Two of Pentacles. You're feeling aligned and balanced and like your true self. It's just you look different energetically to the people around you, and if they're not on that sort of spiritual path, or they don't sort of understand that, it's going to be quite confronting to them, especially if they are quite earthy. This may be confronting for you too, Capricorn. You're not a massive fan at times of change. So I think this is really rattling everyone's bones. But the good news is you're going to come out on top of it, the Knight of Pentacles. This might not have happened overnight for some of you. This might have come in slowly. The Magician. This is definitely something you've worked towards. It didn't happen to you, it happened for you because you were putting in the work, if that makes sense. Let's find out what your person, how they're going to come forward with their message. And and exactly what it's going to do to the dynamic between you. So we'll look at the dynamic at the moment. 5 of Cups. So they're feeling, here we go, a little less glee. They're feeling left out and they're feeling sad, and they're looking at all the parts of you that you've removed or improved, or, you know, whatever the situation may be. And they're not looking back here at these 2 cups that are still full. And it's more a perspective thing for your person. And I think if they come forward to you with this kind of message or conversation, and it is that you've changed, you could let them know, like, you need to change your perspective of me and your expectations of me. And expectations can be the root of all evil at times, because when you expect someone to be a certain way and they're not that way, whether it's better or worse, it's just not right, and it's not comfortable, and it's not what you want. 4 of Swords and 3 of Cups. Okay, so that's what we're going to pull from the Crystal Visions Tarot. You are in a state of reflection. You have gone through a heap of purging. You've been getting rid of things. I'm hearing childhood trauma as well. So you may have had, I'm hearing that some of you may have spent a lot of time with family, and for all of you in the Northern Hemisphere, it might have been over summer, and it sort of drudged up a few things that you had thought you'd let go of, and it may have just been that, you know, family members were quite irritating and you'd spend too much time with them, but as you got home, it sort of dug a little deeper and you went a little further with it. But that time of reflection's sort of over. You've exhaled, you've let it go, you've purged it, and now you're in celebration mode. So you may have been hermiting for the time where you were healing as well, and now it's time to sort of show yourself to the world. Like, it's an unveiling. It's time to unveil yourself, Capricorn. And unveil, because you're proud. I feel like you're proud. And if you're not proud, it's time to sort of take a moment to be proud of yourself. Like, healing and purging, they're not easy things. They are not easy things. And it's something that most people shy away from and just won't do. Like, you can meet someone who will go to their deathbed and will never ever do the work that you've probably done over the last 6 months. They just won't face it. It's that simple. Okay, let's clarify the world and the world king of, let's clarify the world, the King of Wands and Judgment. And my apologies if I'm not looking towards the camera. My phone's black and I can't actually see it, so I'm probably going to look a little cross-eyed. So they have clarified with another world and the Star. So you were getting to a point in your life where your patterns were really, it was bringing in more people in that same patterning, and you wanted to get out of it. You're like, why do I keep repeating this same person? Same situation? Why do I keep meeting this same person? Why is the same thing repeating over and over? The universe heard you. They heard that wish that you wanted to come out of it, and sometimes we don't get given what we want. We have to sort of work for it. And that's because we have to, if we're going to manifest it, and this magician here says we have to be at the vibration to be able to take in better. If you are with a person who's uncomfortable with this change, or you're in separation with someone who's uncomfortable with this change, the good news is you're pushing them to level up their vibration. So they will catch up. Don't be fearful that they won't. But let's clarify your person. So I'm also getting like, I'm getting like unveiling yourself, like the curtain's been drawn back, and the people you thought would be most excited for you are sort of blank stared, and you're feeling disappointed, you're feeling hurt that they're not sharing in this excitement the way that you'd like them to. Like, you're super proud and you want them to be super proud of you. It's not that they're not, is what I'm hearing. It's just that they're confused and a little overwhelmed. They're taking a slower train to arrive at where you are at. Okay. So we have the 6 of Swords, Justice, and the Magician. Now, this person may have hurt you in the past, so I've got this they not only, okay, how am I going to word this without being too confrontational? Their behavior may have pushed you into making these changes. Will you get rid of them? Will you keep them? That's up to you, Cappy. This is just a reading. I'm not going to go that far into your life, but they're starting to feel the repercussions of their behavior, and they're realizing that they run the risk of losing you with this Six of Swords. They run the risk of you moving on to someone who will treat them better and who will respect them respect you the way that you need to be respected. And that's their fear. And that is why they're almost being confrontational about it, or just not recognizing it at all in the hope that it'll go away. Like, it's fear has them like a deer in the headlights, if that makes sense. The Magician here, I think that what that's really saying is they're hoping, if, like, in almost of their own way of casting their own spell without realizing it, they're hoping if they ignore it and it doesn't exist, then it will go away, like a magic spell, like abracadabra, gone. It's not going to work that way. It's the changes here, and the only way for them to move forward is to level up and to give you the respect and the time and the emotional connection that you need. And if this is a job situation, the only way for them to keep you at this stage is to meet your demands. And I'm hearing that they're not unreasonable. I'm hearing that everything you're asking for is what you deserve, and you've vetted it out, and you know your worth now. Okay. Let's look down to this Three of Cups, this celebration card, because that actually got me super excited. Like, it just took a turn. It's like, you know what, yeah, this is going on, but this is about to happen, and that's exciting. Four of Pentacles. You're not... Cappy, are you not almost... How do I say this nicely? And I'm a triple Sag, so sometimes I can be a tad blunt, and I apologize if I am, but I think you're almost enjoying watching your person feel confused, because I think that, dead leg, I think they had you in a position where you didn't really know where you stood for a long time. So if this is a separation, I think you've cut them off completely, and you're kind of enjoying watching them flounder because they've had you in this situation for so long. It's empowering for you. It's empowering for you to have the upper hand. And I don't even feel like it's spiteful. I feel more like it's, you've drawn a line in the sand and you're saying, this is it, this is enough. You either cross and come to me, or that's it. Or you figure this out on your own. You know, I've given you every step of the way up until here, but now it's time for you to figure it out. I feel like you need that for you to be able to trust in them. So if they want to be around as much as they're saying they are, then it's up to them to really be doing the work. Ace of Wands. Whether they catch up to you, whether they feel the silence from you, whether your boss decides to give you what you deserve, you're not fussed. You know, because you've done the work, you know something or someone better is actually coming along. And I'm getting the sense that you're almost hoping that that's the case. Because you're tired. You're tired of this constant game, and you've grown past it. You've matured past it. I feel like you're almost looking back at these people behind you thinking, I'm done with this. This isn't me anymore. And they're trying to pull you back into the same games, the same arguments. I'm hearing like text messages and like back and forth, but you're not giving into it. You've taken this blindfold off. You're not bound anymore, but they are still very bound in that situation. They're still very bound to the old you. They've just got to catch up. It's that simple. Either way, and this Ace of Pentacles is screaming out at me. Either way, whether they catch up or they don't catch up, your darkness coming in, what you deserve is coming in. The world has come up twice. It clarified itself. You are moving on to a new cycle. That cycle's being left behind. So either they hurry up and catch up, or they go. It's that simple. Now we're going to pull from the Romance Angel cards and get a clarification on what exactly is going on romantically. Okay. Oh, 2 straight away. They're talking for you. Okay, we'll pull one more and then we'll chat about it. I do feel such a sense of pride. Like, I'm feeling it for you, but I'm feeling it from you. And if you haven't reached this spot yet, it's coming. If you're still in the thick of it, if you're still feeling really overwhelmed by past issues, or you're just feeling in this kind of weird state of down or secluded, like excluding yourself from things, that means you're still in this and this is all coming. Okay. So we got healing family issues, and that was what I spoke about at the very start. You are releasing, you're purging, and the good news is once you do that, you don't just heal you heal the generations back. That's why it's such a tough job. You're not just doing your work, you're doing generations before you, you're healing whole ancestral lines. If you've come in to do this work right now, it is so big that you can't even visualize it. You can't even visualize it with like your human mind. It's bigger than that. It's so much bigger than what you can even comprehend. And you're working in your sleep, you're working in dream time, you're working on the astral field. If you're exhausted or you've felt exhausted recently, first of all, up your iron, up your vitamin C, all those type of things, but you're exhausted because you've been in it doing the work. And you deserve to rest if you need to. Let your friendships help you. It says ask and accept. And I know you Caps, use are hard workers, man. And you don't really rely on others often because you kind of do the job better than anyone else. However, it's time to start delegating. It's time to start delegating things off. And it's definitely time to start delegating in your household. You do not have to be the caretaker of everybody, especially people in your household, adults, even children that are old enough to do chores. You are not responsible for absolutely everything. And give your relationships a chance. So this is kind of speaking into your poor little partner that's kind of floundering away in the background. Give them time. Give them time with limits, that as long as during that time they're respectful, but give them time to sort of work through it and get to know the new you. They're going to love you, but they do need a little bit of time. Now we're going to pull 2 cards, 2 tarot for the overall. We have the High Priestess. She's stunning. Look at her. This is exciting because with this new work has also come gifts. Your intuition's opening up. You're starting to have moments where you'll think something and someone else will say it, and it's, you know, you'll know who the... It may start off very small and feel very coincidental. Or you've opened up to a whole new realm if you are already using your gifts. But either way, you've leveled up. What else do we have? We have the 6 of Swords. You're moving away from past issues, past traumas. And the 10 of Wands. And you're releasing them. You're letting down... Sorry, I've just seen 3 crows fly past. So if you've been seeing crows lately... that may be a synchronicity for you. So we have the 10 of Wands. You are letting down that burden, but also creating a boundary. Can you hear them? They've got a message too. You're also letting down you're creating a boundary so that no longer will you go back into a space where you're going to be holding on to anger or upset or hurt or any of those things. Like, you'll have a clear karma path from this point forward. You will speak up when there's an issue and you won't be hoarding any more emotions. I feel like a lot of you had upset stomachs and unnecessary anxiety because of situations like that. Okay, Cappy, if this resonated for you, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check below for any of my socials, for Instagram, for Facebook, for that kind of thing. I'm not doing personal readings this week. I may be into next week, but I'll definitely be opening those up soon. Okay, Cappy, love you lots. Bye.